remember Gamma, that was the storm just north of the Yucatan yesterday. It's now a low pressure system kind of lingering right there along the Yucatan coast. I expect that Hurricane Delta is going to become the more dominant storm. What we're going to watch for here is as it makes its way toward the Yucatan Peninsula, strengthening as it does. Obviously, any land interaction there will impact it, may serve to weaken it prior to entering the Gulf. However, we expect those warm Gulf waters will still allow it to re-strengthen. Okay, so you are looking at a storm that appears on satellite to be strengthening, and that's the expectation here as it moves over those very warm Caribbean waters without a lot of shear to impact it. That would be the assumption, is that it would continue to strengthen. So what's steering it? Well, it's going to be this high pressure system I have highlighted in red. The high is going to build to the north of the system, which is why it takes this more westerly track instead of curving north sooner. It's also why it's moving a little bit slower than when we last talked about it yesterday morning. So watch as that turn to the north happens on Thursday and into Friday. That's because that high pressure system that was kind of blocking it to the north starts to pull away. And remember, you have a clockwise motion around a high pressure system in the northern hemisphere. So that's going to serve to steer it northward. In addition, you have a trough coming down, the same trough that's going to end up collecting this thing and dragging away from us on Saturday. That trough coming down is also going to make Delta want to turn north. Unfortunately, the high blocking it and pushing it west a little bit more in the early going is going to allow that turn north to happen and likely move it right into southeast Louisiana. You're looking at Friday afternoon. Some of the models that are kind of racing out ahead have it as early as Friday afternoon for a landfall. Others have it coming in overnight Friday and into early Saturday. But most models have it quickly moving north, meaning by Saturday afternoon and Saturday evening, we are done with this thing. So fast-moving storm, we're not worried about a lingering situation. However, it could be a powerful storm making landfall, bringing gusty winds, the possibility for tornadoes, especially if we're in that front right quadrant, and also the possibility for, of course, surge, which we've already seen so many times this season. This could be another one that poses that threat. Again, that high pressure system is going to be what steers it. I do expect that we'll see some strengthening in this storm over the next couple of days. We're going to have to watch for any weakening with the Yucatan and then re-strengthening into the Gulf of Mexico. It's worth noting that there's also weakening expected as it approaches the coastline. But that's because of the cooler waters along the coast, and that doesn't necessarily mean that this is a weak storm. Even a weakening storm can still have big impacts. In fact, even in the city of New Orleans, which is inland, guys, this isn't even counting the coast, which could see the very worst of the wind. Tropical storm force winds are likely at this point. Over a 70% chance of seeing tropical storm force winds late in the day, Friday or very early Saturday. So I think our 7-day forecast kind of sums it up pretty well. Today and tomorrow are your best days to get out and get any final preparations you want done. Thursday we'll start to see some rain and a breeze picking up. Friday is going to be our big impact day into Friday night. And then Saturday morning we could still see some impacts, but I expect things will be clearing out by Saturday afternoon for a warm and humid finish to the weekend and start to next week. John, Meg?
All right. I like that little optimism.
Yeah. Well, and luckily, like you said, Shelby, it's a fast-moving storm. That's the good news here.
It looks like it is going to move in and out pretty quickly. Oftentimes, one thing we're worried about, especially in this area, is not just storm surge, but rain flooding. So this is not one that's going to linger, but it still could produce some very heavy rainfall totals while it's over us Friday and into Saturday.
Okay, thanks, Shelby. Let's get to Christy Coleman and check on the road.
That's right, checking in on the highways. Tuesday commuters are getting up and starting. No issues coming in from LaPlace, so making your way onto the Body Carrier Spillway. We are up to speed there. Just a handful of cars throughout the Kenner area toward the power curve. Into Metairie Mid-City we go. This is a live look outside along the Pontchartrain Expressway. Nice and easy for you guys. This is I-10 of Jeff Davis right before entering into the CBD. Same traffic flow out west for the airport. So no major problems as you get started this Tuesday morning. Airline up to speed. Good to go on the Earhart Expressway. And a quick check on the Crescent City connection. All lanes remain open at this time. That is your local first traffic.
6:21 now. This school year takes on a different look, obviously, for many students. Coming up, what doctors suggest to keep your kids focused during classes.
Plus, the CDC recommends limited Halloween festivities amid the pandemic. Now, some are hoping to make it work
safely.